smoke.
So, our first experience with Night to Shine in 2016, we are the host community for Haiti. I mean, we are it. And it was really kind of funny because, the TTF staff, Tim and Eric and this whole little entourage gets there and they're pumped and they're wanting to escort kids in and we're going to walk them down the red carpet. And we had gone months without rain and we had a thunderstorm and it was just this soupy, nasty, muddy mess. And here all of a sudden you've got Tim, this gigantic human, reaching in these vans, picking these little kids out, and he's carrying them. But it wasn't just a carry, it was a moment. And he made every child, regardless of whether they could walk, whether they could reciprocate, he made them feel in that moment the worth that God had bestowed on them. And that made a difference. That moment was a bigger impact than the party and the prom and all of that, because our community had stepped up and they wanted to see what it was. Why are we throwing this giant party? Why do we have this loud music? Why do we have all this electricity going on in the middle of the afternoon? And why in the world is this guy carrying these kids that are worthless? And our community stood at the outside of our gate and they kept looking and trying to get a peek in. And it was like a VIP event. And all of a sudden, the people that aren't VIPs are the ones that are being escorted in and they're being carried. And then the next time they see, all of a sudden, these kids are wearing tuxes and ball gowns and they are dressed to the nines and their hair is done right. And by the end of the night, you have people hanging off the windows and looking and peeping in through every window or door that we have and asking questions. How do I get to be a part of this?
Well, and I think that night just brought out so much dignity for all of those kids in the village that had never had that dignity. And it was coming from their peers, from their neighbors. And they were all so curious and asking so many questions about what's going on, why are you doing this, what is this all about, to it transforming into, I want to be a part of their world now. I want to be a part of what they're doing, and I want to show them the dignity that they have. And so I think that first year was such a catapult to what last year and what I know this year will be. It's transformed moms into just looking at their kids differently. So it truly has changed the dynamic of how our village is just going to be a ripple effect out to other parts of Haiti because they've seen such a difference in the lives of the people in Nepali.
Society here in the U.S. would say you have every opportunity, you need to make the most of it for your child. And it's the exact opposite in Haiti. You've got this burden, you need to get rid of it as quickly as you can.
There aren't those resources. There's not the doctors, the therapy. Those things don't exist there like they do in the U.S. And so to go to a third world country where kids with special needs are considered cursed, worthless, should be sacrificed in a voodoo ceremony, you have to realize that it's going to take a lot to get these families to trust and believe that they can do it and that they do have the right to be the parent of this very special child. And we're seeing that ripple effect happen in Haiti now, where they're starting to see the worth of their kids and they're starting to see that their lives truly do matter.